must go back.
Are you crazy? I like killing sprees as much as the next guy, but we barely got out of there alive.
What about Gamora?
She made a choice.
So you're just gonna abandon her? And Nikki? What if it was Groot? You gonna leave him behind too?
Don't talk like that. That's not what this is about.
Isn't it though? We're supposed to be a team. Teams don't leave people behind.
Tell that to the giant Kratakan army of robots and brainwashed believers we barely got away from.
Gamora!
Is that?
Yes,
How'd you get back?
it doesn't matter. I failed. Raker lives.
For now.
We have to go back. We can't leave Nikki there. What he'll turn her into?
Blah, blah, flarkin' blah. So you got stepdaddy issues and had a horrible childhood. Boo-hoo.
Rocket!
What? It's true. Guess what? You ain't the only one here who had it bad. It don't mean we're angling to commit suicide because some pseudo-priest nutjob is doing surprise nutjob stuff. If we go back there, we're dead. D-E-D! Dead!
I'd rather die with honor than without.
Who crawled up her butt and died? So, get the Flark out of Dodge?
Not yet. We should try to get a hold of Cosmo instead.
Great plan, only he ain't answering the passport.
Okay, but what choice do we have? We don't have comms.
Well, actually, we might have comms. It turns out they weren't as flarked as I originally thought.
Really?
Groot should be able to raise him. Okay.
Sounds like Murder Mom's feeling more stabby than usual. Hey! Better not slice through anything in that cargo bay. We ain't restocking anytime soon. I am Groot. Harsh? Excuse me, I ain't the one advocating to throw ourselves to the Flurkins. Right, Drax?
Yes. I see you have discovered my criminal record.
Yeah. I guess I couldn't help myself. I mean, it's your rap sheet.
I suppose that it is impressive to criminals.
Reformed criminals, as in past tense. We're legit now, remember?
I do not think we share the same definition of legitimate.
Okay, fair, maybe not, but still. Guy who kills Thanos ends up in the most infamous prison in the galaxy? It's gotta be one hell of a story.
Which part would you like to hear, Peter Quill? How I allegedly killed the Mad Titan, or are you enamored by my stay in the kiln?
Thanos, obviously. I mean, it's the Mad Titan. He was supposed to be untouchable, and then BAM! Player 2 is joined. Just, how'd you do it? How'd you take Thanos down?
With sorcery.
Come on, really?
Really, after Thanos murdered my family, rage filled my heart. In my search for revenge, I found Mentor.
You mean a mentor, right?
No, Mentor is his name. And his brother Cronus, sorcerers. They gave me a sleeping potion that would grant my greatest desire. Finding and killing Thanos.
You're messing with me.
I am not. When I awoke, I was changed. I could sense the Mad Titan's vile life force, feel it pulsating from across the galaxy.
Wow, that's
I know how it sounds, Peter Quill.
And I believe that you believe this happened. It's pretty out there. Even for space stuff.
Regardless, I followed the pulse in my mind until it led me to a moon in the Black Quadrant. And there, I found Thanos, hiding like a coward. Our battle waged for days. Each of us trading blows across the moon's inhospitable surface, equal in strength, equal in our resolve to see the other dead once and for all.
And then you delivered the final blow.
I recall throwing a final swing before I collapsed from exhaustion. When I awoke, I was in a hospital on Elanis. Many rotations had passed, and I was being hailed as a hero.
For killing Thanos.
Allegedly. The very fibers of my being say otherwise. I can still feel him out there. I have no doubt in my heart that he survived, just as I did.
What was it like in the kiln?
You would not have survived the cycle. Why?
I maybe know someone there.
Then pray they died quickly.
Yikes. It's really that bad?
Worse. However, after the chaos I wrought in my misguided quest for revenge, it was a well-deserved punishment.
Right. The rampage.
That is one way to describe it. After my battle with Thanos, I became convinced that he still drew breath. I demanded proof, but when none was provided, I convinced myself that others were concealing his location. I saw his hideous visage in every shadow, and murdered anyone I thought was hiding him.
Some of which were very bad dudes.
Perhaps. It is not my place to judge.
So, how'd they stop you? Nova Corps, I mean. You're Drax, the Destroyer. There's not a bounty hunter alive who could have taken you down.
I surrendered.
What? Why?
I had succumbed to madness, and become the very thing that I hoped to vanquish. Once I realized that, I could not live with the monster that I had become.
Well, the important thing is that you're here now, with us. And we're not going back to prison anytime soon.
That remains to be seen.
What do you think, bud? Now that Contraxi is gone, what's gonna be the new hotspot for entertainment?
Oh, why yes. I am the handsome leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Gamora! I was only looking...
Relax. I'm not gonna kill you. This time.
Okay, good.
I, actually never got a chance to say thank you for the doll.
Oh. No problem. I know how you like this kind of stuff.
It was very thoughtful. I can count on one hand the number of times someone has given me a present without expecting something in return.
Wow. Christmas gifts from Thanos must have really sucked.
That's putting it lightly. Thanos wasn't the giving type. Everything was a mind game designed to control us, gifts included. So thank yous aren't exactly my strong suit. Something Mantis says I need to work on.
How do you know Mantis? Did she give you one of her weirdo fortunes or something?
Not exactly. How do you know her?
I maybe tried to pick her up in a bar once.
And how'd that work out?
Good. Until she did the creepy antenna thing. I was half expecting her to start chanting, Red Rum, Red Rum.
Red what?
Doesn't matter. Point is, she's a wacko for sure. A really hot wacko. Who happens to be your friend?
Yeah, well, that wacko saved my life. A few years ago. Someone got the jump on me. An assassin. Nearly killed me. Mantis happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Seems to have a knack for that.
Yeah. Turns out I had no idea how badly I needed someone like her in my life. Up until then, I'd been so lonely. After the war, the resistance disbanded. Richard Ryder got busy with politics, and the world mine had no use for someone like me.
An assassin?
Something like that. Thanos trained me to be a weapon, not a peacekeeper. Once a weapon, always a weapon, you know?
Is that why Mantis mentioned suicidal urges? Because I get it. I've been there. I'm pretty sure we've all been there at some point.
Let's just say I'm not in that place anymore. Because of Mantis. She showed me another way. A place where maybe I can be needed.
What kind of gifts did Thanos give you? Weapons, poison, the metal wire thing you used to strangle people with?
He gave us dolls. Once. Stupid, ugly things from Xandar.
Wow, okay. That's surprisingly girly.
What? I can't be feminine?
No, just... I was really sure it was gonna be a knife or something.
Like I said, Thanos liked mind games. It was unusual for him to be kind. We didn't even have a bedroom, yet here were these dolls. Purposeless. And they were ours.
Do you still have it? Like, is it in your collection?
No. I lost the one Thanos gave me when I was 6. She was the ugliest doll I'd ever seen. I cried so hard when I lost her. Nebula hurt me. She loved her doll, and I knew she wanted another one. So when she came in to check, we started to fight.
Bet Thanos loved that.
He found us fighting, saw my tears, and laughed. Turns out, the dolls were a lesson on the importance of not getting attached. To help us understand that, he took Nebula's doll and threw it into the incinerator.
That's... I can't imagine.
Nebula didn't understand why he did it, only that I was somehow responsible. I started collecting these a few years ago. After Nebula. After I knew I'd never see her again. It's dumb, but I guess I'd do it for her.
Wow. I'm glad I bought this for you. And I can promise that there are 0 strings attached to anything I give you. You're an important part of this team, Gamora.
Thanks, Peter. Truly.
Yes, little one.
You talking to me or the llama thing?
I was addressing the creature. She somewhat reminds me of my daughter.
Are Cadathian girls covered in fur?
No, but they are resilient and stubborn, like the creature.
Shoo, move over. What are you looking at?
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my ship.
My ship!
Shoo, flock off!
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something a ship owner should know.
Hey, do I look like an engineer?
You don't.
Peter, we need to...
Gamora. Hey.
Is that... Corell's Galactic War Commendation?
Yeah. I rescued it from her office. I was planning to give it back to her until...
No one could have predicted that Corell was dead. Or that Nikki would be the matriarch.
Or that she might be my kid.
That too.
She's gonna have questions and I don't even know where to begin. How did you and Mom hook up? Why weren't you around? Did you even want me? I've become my dad.
Do you want to practice on me, answering her questions?
Corell never told me about Nikki. She had a chance to tell me 3 years ago and she didn't.
What happened?
You have to promise not to judge me too harshly.
I can't promise that. I love judging people.
Fine. Corell maybe kinda caught me with a kidnapped 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, I can see why Corell wouldn't have mentioned Nikki.
It's not like that. I didn't kidnap the kid, Yondu did. I told him it was wrong, that we had to give her back, and he disagreed. So I stole the Milano and I was trying to return her when Corell just happened to intercept me.
Mm-hmm.
Look, after the Galactic War ended, Corell and I went our separate ways. I rejoined the Ravagers and she joined the Nova Corps. It's not like we had a future together. When she caught me with the kid, when I saw the disappointment in her face, I knew I had to turn over a new leaf. Even if it meant turning in Yondu.
You're the reason Yondu's in the kiln? No wonder there's a bounty on your Earth name. He must have been pissed.
Yep. But I'd do it all over again. What gets me is that Corell had plenty of chances to tell me about Nikki, and she didn't. If I had known, maybe...
The important thing is that you know now.
Yeah. I already told Nikki some of the story.
But not all of it.
What was I supposed to say? Hey kid, I hooked up with your mom. I might be your dad.
Maybe not that.
I mean, it was war. I was with the Ravagers hitting Chitauri supply chains. You know, pirate stuff. None of us had any long-term plans beyond survival, especially not kids. Hell, I only met Corell because I heard Earth was in Chitauri's crosshairs.
Mercury, yeah, I remember. Richard Ryder established an outpost on the planet's surface.
An undermanned, undergunned, and horribly outnumbered outpost that didn't stand a snowball's chance in hell when the Chitauri launched a sneak attack. Obviously, I had to do something.
Nikki would understand that, I think.
It was so close, Gamora. By the time I convinced Yondu to help, the outpost had fallen. We thought we were too late, so when Corell and her squad came out of those caves, she was just so badass. Her forces had been through the ringer, but she wasn't about to give up Mercury without a fight.
That definitely sounds like the Corell I remember.
I tried to convince Yondu to stay and help retake the outpost, but he saw no profit in dying, so I stayed instead. We spent hours strategizing together, often late into the night. It took 3 days to come up with a counterattack, and even then, it was risky. We thought we were gonna die.
But you didn't.
No, we didn't. And now I have to figure out how to tell my estranged kid her mother's dead. Anyway, until we get Nikki back, we've got bigger fish to fry. This stuff can wait.
True. But when you are ready to talk about it, just be honest with her. The rest will fall into place.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Hope somebody makes the right call and gets us out of the way of those church idiots. It ain't cowardice, it's common sense. Wait, are you siding with Green Team on this? Yeah, well, a little bit is all we'd achieve before getting brain scrubbed and tied up to faith reactors. What is wrong with her? What?
Hey, Rocket, you got a minute? Could you
Ain't this a
upgrade some
nice
stuff?
bench? Perfect for tinkering. Hey, Starscut. I hope you appreciate me more after. What'll it be this time? Confetti jet boots? Ta-da! Now that that's done, can we get a move on, Jelly Legs? Do I get a raise for this? I could really use a flarkin' drink right now.
Looks broken. Maybe Rocket can fix it. Groot! Hey, buddy. I was just, checking to see if everything was okay. And it is. Okay. Too bad this translator's busted. I was hoping it might have Groot stored on it, or something. That way I could download it into my translator. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on stuff without, you know, Rocket always filtering it. Actually, hold that thought. Yo, Rocket!
What?
Can you come here for a sec?
What do you want, Quill? I'm busy.
Think you can see if this translator has Groot's language on it?
It doesn't.
You didn't even check!
Don't need to. Cheap scut like that don't have rare language packages, and even if it did, it's beyond salvageable.
Really? Wait, do you have Groot's language package installed in your translation implant?
Do I look like I'm made of units? Only folks who got that language package are rich people.
So you actually speak Groot then?
You mean Talinisan? And yeah, I speak it, more or less. Me and Groot been bounty hunting together for a decade before you came along, Quill. When you've been working together that long, you develop a common understanding. You say misunderstandings, I say open to interpretation. They didn't go sour. We didn't need those jobs anyway.
So you guys learned to understand each other over time.
And with the help of a spreadsheet of Groot's lexicon, which ain't no easy feat when your entire language sounds like I am in Groot.
So there's hope for us yet. You know, I didn't always have a translation implant. I mean, I was failing Spanish before I left Earth, not that Spanish would have prepared me for all of this. Man, those first few years, do you know how hard it was to get by without having any idea what people were saying? Half of the languages out here sound like white noise, weird birds, and messed up theremins. I don't even want to know what Rocket actually sounds like. TV did not prepare me for the realities of living in space, let me tell you. Honestly, man, you're lucky you have Rocket. I mean, I know what it's like to be surrounded by people and have no one understand you, how lonely that can be. I'd have been lost. You must have been lost too, before Rocket and us. I probably don't say this enough, but you really are an important part of the team. I can't imagine the Gardeners of the Galaxy without Groot. And who knows? If this thing does have your language in it and Rocket can download it somehow or hack it or I don't know. It'd be nice to finally talk to you. For real. Glad we had this little chat.
I am Groot.
Awesome. Cool.
Watch it, Peter! You could fall on my sword if you're not careful.
Hey, Gamora.
Go away, Peter.
Come on. Just thought I'd check in. That was some pretty heavy stuff you said earlier. Wanna talk about it?
I don't need a pep talk.
Okay. All right. No talking. Let's sing it out.
What?
Oh, oh, who's the hunter? Who's the game? You feel the beat, call your name. Come on, I know you know this one. I hold you close in victory. I don't wanna tame your animal style. You won't be caged in the call of the wild. Come on, sing it!
Shooting at the walls of...
Shooting at the walls of heartache.
Bang, bang!
I am the warrior. I am the warrior. And heart to heart you win. See? Just singing.
All right, I like that one. Gets me every time. What did you want to talk about?
Actually, my job here is done.
Really?
Yep, and it worked out great. I'll let you go back to, studying the blade.
Sure. Could you move?
Ooh, so swirly. Is that even a plant? Wonder where Groot picked up that one. I know the wires look tasty, but they're not for eating, all right? Ask Drax for a ration pack if you're hungry. One whole arm. That's what? 10% of Raker down?
And I say we leave the other 90% alone. Can't say I ain't glad I get to dissect this little marvel, but that's as close as I'm getting to this Flarkin cult ever again. Hurry up, Quill. I ain't got all day. Just browsing, huh? All right, let's go.
How about you, bud? You doing okay? Are you sure? We saw some pretty messed up stuff in there.
I am Groot.
Yeah. Maybe I'm not the best person to discuss it with you. You and Rocket should definitely talk about it, though. I'm glad you guys are there for each other. Take care, buddy.
I am Groot.
Anything yet?
I am Groot.
Guardian of Galaxies.
Cosmo, buddy. Where have you been? We've been calling you.
Sorry, Peter Quill. Cosmos ball's been tied. Universal Church of Truth arrive at nowhere.
What? Are you okay?
He's fine for moment. Cosmo receive warning in time. But Continuum Cortex is of shutdown for safety. It's been dead, huh?
Your little detective trip almost got us killed. We'll fill you in when we get there.
Yet, this problem is bigger than Cosmo. Guardian of Galaxies must go to Xandar and ask Worldmind for help instead. Cosmo unable to get through. Guardian of Galaxies must actually...
Cosmo, are you there? What happened?
I am Groot.
Are we under attack?
So these are the cowards who defile Lady Hellbender's honor.
Oh, good.
And who the flark are you?
Normally, I would not engage in conversation with inferior life forms. But my contract with Lady Hellbender stipulates otherwise. Therefore, Abomination. You may refer to me by my title. I am Captain Glory, leader of the Lethal Legion.
Lethal Legion? More like Loser Legion.
He surrounded us.
Listen, I get that Lady Hellbender's super pissed, but now's really not the best time.
Did you think that she would ease her bounty simply because you somehow managed to elude the Blood Brothers in nowhere?
Yes?
Then you are as imbecilic as they are. Lady Hellbender sends her regards, so-called Guardians of the Galaxy. Prepare to be eliminated.
No, you prepare to be eliminated.
Smooth.
We got this. Probably.
Hit them hard and give no quarter. There's nothing on that garbage scow worth salvaging.
We're taking fire! Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
She'll want a payment in blood. Probably yours.
Hit them hard and give no quarter. There's nothing on that garbage scow worth salvaging.
Groot, find us a channel with less butthole content.
The Flarkers are forcing it open somehow.
Feel free to panic. Your dying cries will be recorded as proof of your demise. Please try to flee. I would love to hunt you down.
Ain't nobody running, you jog hawker.
Jeez, how much money did she offer these guys?
Too much, because they ain't gonna survive this.
Where's Drax the Destroyer? My bounties for 5 of you.
Never heard of him.
Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
She'll want a payment in blood. Probably yours.
Stop barking orders, Groot. You don't even know how to fly her.
These guys have really bad timing.
Another problem for our pile of problems.
These ships ain't dying fast enough.
That's a fixable problem.
Feels kind of good to have bounty hunters after us. Means we're making a name for ourselves, right?
Not sure how much we get out of taking down
Only
crafting
one
crap
lethal
lanes
is
ain't
left.
crap.
Woo! Who's the inferior life form now, huh?
Still you.
Peter, I'm picking up something.
What?
It appears I'll have to finish this myself. So you defeated my fighters, but my cruiser will crush you.
Sid, that's what you've been bragging about?
Feel that, Guardians?
Nope, not a thing.
The Milano definitely felt it. Lady Skull shoot us, the worst Flarkin timing! That did some real damage. Keep hitting his exhaust ports.
Your strategy will work.
Thanks. You just confirmed that it will.
Keep up the barrage. They will not survive it.
Starting to feel like we pissed off the whole galaxy.
A good chunk of them anyway.
Really need to work on our PR. He's really pissing me off.
Morons! Protect our ports.
This guy's starting to sound like Rocket.
It's called language efficiency, Quill. Yeah, I don't think these scrap sacks care if the galaxy's under siege. You know, contractors.
We're contractors.
Proves his point. We just tried to dump the problem on somebody else.
You okay in there, Cat?
Stay still and I'll show you.
Just kill them already!
There's an art to this.
Ha! Quill just tried to kill Splane to the deadliest woman in the galaxy!
Ooh! Right up the exhaust port.
We really gotta take better care of the Milano.
Yeah, we order a ship wash and a wax when this is all over.
Right after you patch up all the holes.
We're hit.
Wonder how much these creeps are getting paid for killing us.
Let me look up the contract real quick. Oh, man! These guys are making jump change!
Really?
He's chewing us up, Quill. That was a bad hit.
Taking heat! Wonder how much these creeps are getting paid for killing
That
us.
hurt.
I am Clary, warrior of...
Take that, Lady Skull Scut!
I doubt we've seen the last of her.
We'll worry about Lady Hellbender later. Let's just focus on getting to Xandar. Punch it! Yep. Old girl needs a tune-up.
We can do it once we reach the station.
I ain't letting no buckethead near my...
Wow. Talk about cosmic gridlock.
I haven't seen this many ships around Xandar since the start of the Galactic War.
Open a channel, Groot. Let's see what's going on.
Have to leave. Power supplies are low. Need access to facilities.
These ships come from converted worlds.
They're refugees.
Need immediate docking permission. Please answer us.
Groot, that's enough.
I don't see any rescue shuttles coming out. They're ignoring them.
No. Nova Corps might be a bunch of self-righteous domeheads, but they're supposed to be helping folk. That's their whole flarkin' deal.
Relax, Rocket. We'll just call the station and ask to speak to the World Mind. Groot.
Welcome to Nova Corps headquarters.
Please state your preferred language of communication.
If you pick Kree, Quill, I'm gonna gnaw your ears off.
What are you doing, Starpants?
I agree with the rodent. Your language choice makes no strategic sense.
Groot says you should pick the top option. Groot says you should hurry up.
A little help, Groot?
Misread it. Ignore Groot. Just pick things at random until it works, Quill.
Only one application per cycle is permitted.
and you cannot resume a cancelled application.
And why should we do that, huh? We're outlaws. We don't pay fines.
The hunter must choose quickly, little one.
I know, Bud, but now we can all follow along with Starpant's mistakes.
How may we assist you? After scanning your ship,
Our near-perfect algorithms pre-selected
several officer choices.
The
Allocation of resources for direct
communication
communication.
with us has been denied.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Well, it was worth a shot. Let's try something else.
Just pick something, Peter.
Congratulations
Congratulations on your decision to
Join the Corps. To begin,
State your full name,
designation or serial number.
Richard Ryder.
Star-Lord.
Quill's mom!
This strategy is futile.
Oh, come on, Muscle Brain. It might work.
Oh,
Please
fuck
save your
you.
celestial body.
Or artificial installation of origin.
Someplace.
Earth.
I continue to doubt this strategy.
Sheesh. Yeah, maybe it won't work, but look at this.
Finally,
In a few words,
describe what made you want to join Nova Corps.
Because
I
I'm a
want to
sucker.
enforce justice.
Looks like the best AI in the world couldn't parse that. Good job, boys.
Not today.
All right, so that was fun, but a complete waste of time. Any other ideas?
I know. Let's join the Corps and rob them.
Because that went so well with Lady Hellbender.
I know. Let's join the Corps and rob them.
We should report what Raker is up to.
we are aware of the current threat, but
And
can
devote no resources toward fighting it.
How about future crime?
We should tell them about the promise.
Right. As if none of these other ships ain't already blasting about it all over the comms.
thank you for attempting to be an upstanding citizen.
As all prisons are being evacuated
Evacuated, you may self-sequester
wherever you wish.
Thank you for being proactive.
However, the galaxy's impending doom makes all
All future crimes irrelevant.
Do you think turning ourselves in would get their attention?
connecting
Connecting to banking services.
I believe that worked.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Explain yourselves.
Hey, World Mind. Long time no see. It's me, Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
And, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Check the addendum.
We need your help.
To pay a fine.
No, of course not. You need to save the
Galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
What?
A mass delusion known as the Promise
Is sweeping its systems, converting all who encounter
counter it.
In less than
3 cycles,
it has spread from the crew of a single star
frigate to multiple outposts.
worlds and systems.
Praxius 9, Rigel 3.
75.222%
2% of the Andromeda Galaxy.
all lost.
Of course, she don't mention Contraxia.
They, actually. The world mind is a collective consciousness.
Look, we know who's behind the promise. We've seen it happening up close and personal. We're here to pass on information to you so you can stop it.
How can we be more clear?
The Universal Church of Truth.
Cannot be stopped.
Told ya. They're a collective.
It is a machine.
Yeah, well, so are parts of me. And you better not call me in it.
Look, we just escaped the church's mothership. We have a ton of intel you can use to bring them down.
There is nothing you can tell us we do not
Already
already know.
know.
Pretty sure I know a few things that even a supercomputer can't know.
Such as...
Well, how to groom the feathers on a Shi'ar warbird, for starters.
Are you still alive?
Because I know how to groom the feathers.
Yeah, well, I know where you can buy hack Nova Corps helmets at ridiculously discounted prices. What? They obviously don't know about it, or they'd do something.
The point is, we've lived things, experienced things. We've survived the promise, and maybe our experience can be used to help you bring them down.
It is possible.
We have overlooked the value of individual
Experiential memories stored
within our files.
Good. So let's pool resources.
However, given the ill-defined
Find parameters of such a query, undertaking
taking
a
a search protocol at this time is
advised.
Now, if you will excuse us,
The Universal Church of Truth's forces
draw closer to this region of space.
It is critical that we depart before they arrive.
You're running away?
What about the refugees? You're just gonna leave them defenseless?
Our primary directive is the
Preservation of Xandarian culture. All else
is
is
secondary.
Ain't you seen what your planet looks like? Zendarian culture is a lost cause.
Culture is more than a location.
And yet after the Shatari attack, you still build the new Xandar in the same system knowing it wasn't safe.
But you're Nova Corps' leader. You have a duty to protect this galaxy.
That is incorrect.
You ain't the leader of the Bucketheads?
We
We do not have a duty to protect this galaxy.
galaxy. We merely police it to get advanced
Advanced knowledge of potential threats.
Serve and protect only yourselves.
A logical byproduct of our primary directive.
directive.
You have officers all over the galaxy laying down their lives for you. And you won't even risk fighting? For their sake?
The risk is too great.
It would be a pointless sacrifice.
Unknown reasons. The
Church is stockpiling resources. Its
influence has grown beyond all probabilistic
models.
Then update your models.
We
We cannot adjust our computations to the
enemy's
enemy's
nonsensical power source
You mean faith energy?
faith as an energy source
is illogical. We are unable to
compute scenarios to fight that which should
not
not exist.
exist.
So you're just gonna let the church win?
If the power source cannot be quantified,
It cannot be countered.
Most sentient beings don't have the luxury of calculating their odds before getting into a fight.
that is why they fail.
Ha! Drax, he's as dumb as a stick, and he ain't failed so far.
Both of these statements are disputable.
Oh, come on, you ain't a stick.
We recognize that you are displeased with our decision.
To leave. However, your
Your emotional state is not our
primary
primary.
concern. We
We
did
did not
not
make this decision without considering
all available options. A complete
search
search
of our databanks only revealed
a single entity with the potential
to stop them.
What is it?
Not what, who.
Adam Warlock, the Church's original Golden God.
Unfortunately, he perished.
In the last year of the Galactic War,
Great. So no one?
we
We
are
are pleased you reached the same conclusion.
we did.
It appears that our travel preparations
are almost complete. Farewell,
Guardians
Guardians.
of the Galaxy.
No, wait!
Classic Nova Corps. Ain't helped us then, you won't help us now. What? Are you kidding me? Groot says the Flarkin helpline's still asking for fine money.
Ah, screw it. If Nova Corps doesn't want to help, then we're not paying their darn fine. Cancel payment.
I knew it! I knew you spent Lady Hellbender's money in nowhere.
You saw me?
You were there?
I was watching your back.
Great. All the way to Seknarf and back, and nothing to show for it.
I'm sorry, all right?
Peter, we've got movement.
They're taking off. Quill,
I see it!
Son of a schmack!
You're accepting the promise.
We gotta jump, Quill.
I know!
Atriox's promise is becoming real.
Peter?
Gotta get clear first! Come on. And go!
Scott!
Whoa!
What the flark did you do?
I don't know.
Why have we stopped?
The Loser Legion must have hit something when they ambushed us.
Guys,
It's only a matter of time before the galaxy accepts the promise.
Sacrosanct is back there. We can't just sit here.
guys!
And how are we gonna do that? We're dead in the flarkin' water!
And if they find
Promise
us,
must
we're
be
screwed.
freely accepted.
Oh, yeah, and without an engine, we're screwed anyway!
Guys! Enough! Just stop already! I can't hear myself think! Rocket, fix the engines.
How am I supposed to do that? I can't even run a
I
diagnosis.
don't care! Just fix it!
Scoff.
And what are we supposed to do?
I don't know, okay? I can't just conjure up answers every 2 seconds.
Fine.
Don't. I just can't do this right now. I need some rest. Screw Nova Corps. Shouldn't have counted on them in the first place.
Look, it's our great leader.
Come on, girl. Shoo, shoo. Ugh, screw it. And the bed smells. Great.
We have a ship. This is our room? Why is it so small? Look at you. Me.
Whoa!
Weird hair.
What? What is this? How are you... me?
Come on. The talking raccoon's waiting for you. Everybody is.
Rocket, yeah, he was fixing that thing that broke.
Hey, if we're some kind of big space hero now, why are we running from the bad guys?
It's complicated.
No, it's not. Stop running. And we've landed.
Groot wanted to let you sleep. Can you believe it?
How long was I out?
Long enough to fly.
Rocket, Do we have time for some upgrades?
No, we don't. We can fix up your scut later.
Let's be careful out there. The quarantine zone wasn't exactly safe last time.
Don't worry, I remember the sudden debris showers. And the aggressive wildlife.
Remember when you jumped around on an old Chitauri bulkhead to prove a point and it collapsed?
Hey, it ain't my fault that this scrapyard can't handle a little jumping. This whole place is falling apart.
So you flew us all the way here,
Yup.
without asking.
Hey, I asked. You said, and I quote, "I'll take you to the stars. I'll show you who we are. We're space riders with no name." And then you went back to sleep.
And you thought that meant yes?
Good enough for me. Whenever you're ready, Quill.
Give me a minute.
You've had plenty of minutes.
Sleeping doesn't count.
There, let's go.
Look who stumbled out of bed.
The rodent made decisions in your sleep.
Yeah, I know.
Took you long enough.
What? Nikki? You're not supposed to be here.
You promised you would get me out of here.
I know, but... Nikki! Guys, don't let it get to you!
Won't have to tell me twice! Run! Faster! Nobody hurts my friend!
It's too fast, Peter!
We cannot outrun the beast, Peter Quill!
Keep going, Drax!
Honor my death!
Drax! Anybody?
What are you doing? Heroes don't run.
None of this makes any sense! It's my fault, isn't it? All of it!
You're supposed to be a hero. We have to face our fears. Take responsibility.
Leave me alone! Why are you chasing me? Guys! I'm sorry! I don't know what to do!
Yes, you do. You do. We can't keep running away from our problems.
No! This is all wrong!
What are you doing? Heroes don't run.
None of this makes any sense! Leave me alone! Why are you chasing me? It's my fault, isn't it? All of it!
You're supposed to be a hero.
Take that, you ugly monster thing!
Peter Quill! Peter Quill. Peter Quill! Wake up.
Drax. We talked about this, man. You gotta stop.
Your illegitimate child was correct, Peter Quill. Hovat and Cameria will be restored.
Yeah, okay.
We